guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back in this house where I made over a few rooms already, and now I'm gonna start working on the bathroom. As you can see, I'm standing right here. This is not gonna be a full renovation. I'm not gonna do any demolition because she wants to save up some money, and in a few years she's gonna do a completely new renovation, getting rid of the tiles, the bathtub, everything. But now we just want to make it a little bit nicer and livable because she kind of hates the bathroom now, which is understandable because it's not the nicest, I think. It has a weird shape as well, so it's kind of tricky to, make it functional. But I think we can do that. I think it's fine. So let's talk about the tiles on the walls because they're not the nicest. I mean, it could be worse, obviously, but I don't know, they have just like this orangey, beigey, peachy color. Yeah, not really great. And obviously you could paint the tiles, which I've done before in a small kitchen, just the backslash, I painted it. I think that's fine, but here we have like tiles everywhere, and obviously the water would get all over it all the time, and she would not be able to clean them really with harsh chemicals and stuff. So paint would eventually peel off, I think. I don't think it would last for like a few years when she's gonna be able to renovate the whole bathroom. So I'm not gonna paint the tiles. The floor tiles look horrible as well, but I'm not talking about that now because that's a different story. Let's just focus on these ones on the walls. So basically, I mentioned this before, if you have something in a room that you cannot change or you don't want to change because you live in a rental, you don't have the money to change it or swap it out, then you can just build a color palette around that one thing. In this case, we're gonna build a color palette around the wall tiles. So when you do that, you're gonna get a cohesive look and the whole room is gonna look like more balanced. You're not gonna really notice it much, that one thing, because it will blend in a lot more, and you might even start liking it, to be honest, because everything is gonna look a lot nicer. So I picked a color that's gonna match the paint color, that's gonna match the tiles nicely. So Little Green came out with a new range. It's called Sweet Treats. Beautiful, yummy colors. They look really nice. I have just a leaflet here. So I thought I could use one of these. And what I was thinking, so there's these three colors that I could use. So split pink is kind of like, it matches the tiles really nicely. I think it would be nice, but it's not moody and dark enough. So I thought either what's it called? Muscovado or Affogato. And Muscovado, I think it's a little bit too harsh and too dark. So I decided to go with Affogato, which has this orange brownish color. So it's gonna match the tiles nicely, and I think it's gonna be so moody and warm. That's what we are going for, and I'm gonna pair it with a lot of brass elements, so that's gonna be a nice color, I think. And I'm gonna paint the ceiling as well. We have different heights, like here the ceiling is lower than there, so the bathroom has really interesting features, which is good. So I'm gonna start with painting, obviously. I'm getting rid of this. This is the ugliest thing. I'm sorry, but yes, she knows that. And I also took off the hook from here. I filled in the holes. Actually, like the paint came off as well when I took off the hooks. And I'm gonna bring in obviously new furniture pieces, but I'm gonna pair them with vintage items to make it a little bit more cottagey. That's the style she also likes. So I'm gonna paint also the radiator as well with the same color. I got the Intelligent eggshell from Little Green, and that can be used on radiator as well. Also, it's good for kitchens and bathroom walls, so that's a good choice. And I forgot to mention that I think I'm gonna share two videos, two parts of this makeover, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it in 1 week, and I still have to get a bunch of stuff for the space. So yeah, you're gonna see the first one now, and then probably next week the second one. Yesterday I did a huge cleaning so I could start painting today. I already taped off here by the tiles. I filled in the gaps. I need to take this off now and then I can start painting. This is so stuck. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take it off. Okay. Oh! Okay. So the painting is done. I love the color. We got this really dark brown, rich color. It complements the tiles, I think. We have some nice contrast going on as well. I was a little bit worried when I started to apply it on the walls because it seemed kind of weird, but I knew that after applying the second coat, I was gonna get the color that I wanted, and it's fine. I painted the heater as well. It was white before, but I think it just blends in better this way. It was actually tricky to paint the walls behind the heater, but I managed. I also painted the door, which is good, so that blends in as well. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I think we chose the right color. And the electrician just left. He installed 2 light fixtures in here. I love them both. They are from Pooky again. I love that company. So I have a flush mount here. It's beautiful, I think. It's brass. And also the other one here, it's a pendant light and it's brass and it's just beautiful, I think. So we picked right. And obviously everything else still looks bad, but we're gonna bring it together and it's gonna look nice, cohesive. But a thing I need to do, which really pissing me off, is that, you know, I used painter's tape here on the tiles, obviously, but it always happens that the paint bleeds through the tape and you get those messy lines, and I tried to clean it but I couldn't clean it properly, so it's really bothering me. The perfectionist in me is just freaking out at the moment. So I'm gonna fix this. There's no point to apply again painter's tape and then paint it because I'm gonna have the same problem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just apply this PVC trim. Actually, it's for mostly tiles. So I'm gonna just put it here. It has a sticky part, so I just have to basically stick it on the surface. And it's just gonna make it nicer and cleaner. And we're gonna, you know, get rid of those messy lines. And I already did some areas and I have to order more because it's not gonna be enough. So you can cut it easily with a knife or scissors. I got it from Amazon. I will link it down below. So you basically have to just cut it to size and stick it here, and it's gonna look so much cleaner and nicer. And I was thinking to paint this as well, but then I would need to apply the painter's tape again underneath, and I'm afraid that it's gonna, you know, bleed through again, which I don't want. And actually, like, we have the white grout, so I think it's fine to keep it white. And yeah, that's just gonna make me a lot happier. I'm already happier because I already applied it here as well, so it's just gonna look so much cleaner now. I didn't film it, but the previous owner had put up silver hooks on the doors. I removed them and replaced them with gold ones that matched the color palette much better. After doing that, I realized that the chrome door handle also looked out of place, especially when sitting on the toilet. It was the first thing you saw. It was kinda in your face. So I decided to change it. It was a simple task to accomplish, and these small changes can make a huge difference. While it's not made of brass, it has a brass look. It had a slightly different size though, so there were areas where the white paint was still showing. I first painted those areas and then installed a new handle. Seriously, what a difference. I did the same with the toilet paper holder. It was another easy task and I didn't even need to drill new holes. I used the existing wall plugs and the result is much better. The owner likes to have a wooden toilet seat, but we thought a darker one would look nicer, so I swapped it out. Again, it was a really simple task to do. I also added a vintage wooden shelf above the toilet that I found at an antique market. For towels, I installed brass hooks. I messed up one, but I filled in the holes and painted over it after. Above the sink, I put up a gorgeous mirror that also has a shelf, which is really cool. On the other wall, I put up another mirror, which also has a shelf and some hooks where she can hang towels. So far, I've made a big difference with painting and adding new decor pieces. I got the light fixtures installed and made some small changes. Hopefully next week I will be able to finish the space and share the final result with you all. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I'll see you guys next time.